Brosplay!
Alright, bro.
It's Rogue Trooper! Ugh. Welcome to Rogue Trooper. I don't know why I just like lowered my energy level.
Aren't you excited though?
I'm super excited for this. So we're gonna watch this this like prologue cinematic thing, which plays before the menu, which is conveniently.
It's sick that you can access it from the menu though.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Whoa, it's been up-resed.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So this is a redux version of the original 2006 game, which is apparently a cult classic. I did not realize that other people liked this game. I thought I was the only person who discovered this, but apparently enough people liked it, and so I think it's Rebellion came back and redid a bunch of the graphics and visual effects.
So exciting.
So the basic story here is that the North and the South own, or I guess there's two armies, the North and the South. They want this planet for its location to a black hole. It is a very important space place to own. So the Southers, which are the good guys, I guess you could say, made
These guys we're looking at.
no, these are these are the Nords.
Oh, okay.
The Southers made the GI, who are able to breathe in this air. So there's so much warfare on this planet that no one can breathe on the planet anymore.
Oh, the warfare did that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Whoa.
New Earth was like, yeah, ravaged by warfare.
And so GIs are genetic infantry.
Yes.
Designed
which is
to
normally general infantry.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Right, because that's
Yeah.
the term. Yeah.
So
okay.
this is the first thing that bugs me. When you click new game, there's no difficulty.
Huh.
He just fucking throws you in the game.
I hope you're ready to start playing.
Yeah. That is not Rogue. I don't know why he's called Rogue. It doesn't make any sense.
Because he doesn't go rogue, does he?
No. He avoids being killed by his enemies. He's not a rogue trooper at all. I'm not really sure what the name's all about. Maybe in the original version he was like, because this is based off of a comic called 2000 AD.
Does it in some ways, like, are you a rogue if you're just on your own?
Well, his name is Rogue.
Well, that's true. His name is Rogue to begin with.
So like, why would you name a soldier that you made Rogue? Nice ass shot.
Well, I don't think they
Appreciate.
named the soldiers that. I think they gave themselves names.
Think so?
Well, spoiler alert, the people you're gonna meet are named Helm, Bagman, and Gunnar.
Gunnar, yeah.
I understand where Gun...
Look at Gunnar's, like, look at his hairpiece. That's Rogue. There's Bagman.
Yeah, it's Bagman. See, Bagman and Gunnar, those names make sense, but it does not make sense why Helm would have that name.
Helmut is a German name.
Yeah.
So is Gunnar.
Really?
Bagman-
Gunnar?
Gunnar, yeah. Gunnar is the name of the, I guess, the bad guy in Happy Gilmore. Oh, Shooter. Sorry, it's
Shooter McGavin.
My bad. Gunnar McGavin. So there's like they redid the face. Like that is not what the original Rogue looked like.
They almost look better.
I would say they look better for the most part, but there's a little bit of the character kind of missing from him. In game, he looks like Brandon Stark.
What? Seriously?
He's like a blue Brandon Stark.
This was not in the original game, was it?
This whole scene, yeah.
I just don't remember
the whole
it.
thing about you, like, yeah, you like crashing down to Earth. Yeah, absolutely. It's fucking sick.
So you are Southers.
You're GI who fight for the Southers. Actually, you fight for a company called Millicom.
Weird.
Yeah, the military is a company called Millicom.
When space battles are a thing, I almost guarantee that's gonna happen. Because there's already private militaries on Earth.
Oh,
when
yeah.
When there's all this space and all this
Dude,
money to be made.
In Continuum, they're called the Corporate Congress.
That's creepy.
That's the
really
name.
creepy.
And like when you do bad shit, you don't go to jail. You get, I mean, you do go to jail for bad shit, but they penalize you with a life debt, which transfers to people in your family.
Which is essentially servitude.
Yeah. Is that what servitude means?
Well, sorry, I meant to say indentured servitude, which
Wow.
means slavery.
Yeah. Who are you talking to?
Who is that?
It might be Rogue. It's hard to tell. They all
Wait, he
look
didn't
the
have a
same.
helmet on.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Rogue had a helmet on.
I haven't watched the cinematic in full in like 6 years.
Sorry. Were they supposed to be floating?
It's supposed to be slow motion, I guess.
I guess. Because the pod was falling, so clearly they would fall. But yeah, maybe they're just being thrown upwards by the explosion.
Maybe.
This is a somewhat clever loading screen.
I mean, yeah.
It's very obviously still a loading screen.
That's fine.
It's not as good as Destroy All Humans, but it is better than Mercenaries.
Destroy humans? You mean the, like flying past the thing?
Yeah.
That's not cool at all. What are you talking about?
You don't like that, where it zooms out and then you fly into the city?
No. I actually think it's pretty cool. The first time.
Well, I agree that it's repetitive, but it is a good way to hide a loading screen.
So the funny thing about my two favorite games in ever are
Yeah, that was impressive.
are Rogue Trooper and Ratchet and Clank. I think Ratchet and Clank is just a superior designed game. But both games begin with bullshit, or both games. Oh no, wait, I'm mixing things up. This game has a bullshit. Oh wait, well they changed it. Wow,
You were expecting a tutorial?
wow, yeah, they removed the tutorial. This might be my favorite game.
Because it did tell you that you had to move with left and
Yeah,
aim with right.
in the original game, you have to look at flares. Like you have to like look left and right.
Oh, I do kind of remember that. I love it. Helmet's gone immediately. He took his
He
helmet
was
off
never
the
wearing
second.
it.
No, he took it off.
Was he?
Yeah, he threw it to the ground. You could probably see it sitting on the ground back there somewhere.
So the first thing anyone who's played Rogue notices is that his run is still like the really cool swagger like he used to have, but it's like really tightened, and his character has like really tight pants.
Yeah, I did. I definitely noticed the tight pants.
Super tight pants. Anyway, sorry. Ratchet and Clank has unskippable cutscenes. So like my two favorite games have like what I would consider cardinal sins of game design, which is bad tutorials and cutscenes that you can't skip. Although
It is possible to have a 90% good game where the 5% that is wrong is egregious.
yeah, like Ratchet and
okay.
Clank has a really good intro though, I should say.
Dude, use your blind fire. I really like this blind fire.
I'm following the tutorials. Watch out, Nords.
Oh, that was ruthless.
It was ruthless.
I didn't even realize there was one behind you.
There isn't really. This cinematics are so well done.
The cinematography is really cool. It's very exciting.
Oh no, it's our friend. That was unnecessary.
Well, he also didn't really seem to do much.
Yeah, I actually thought what I love about it is they didn't change the cinematics; they just reskinned them, so the awkwardness is still there.
It's still there, yeah.
And I love it. It's one of the best parts.
Oh, he's so clearly not grabbing onto those hoses.
No, he still has
He's
the...
yoked, though.
He certainly is.
Just carved out of marble.
Oh.
I love the GI belts.
Oh yeah. You're not too slow. You got murdered from behind.
We're genetic infantry. Even when we're dead, we don't escape from war.
Why is he talking to the corpse?
No, because he's alive still.
But he knows that.
His body is dead.
I guess that's what I mean. It's just it's just a convenient plot device.
So, yeah, so
I like how it's floating on your hand like it's not really there.
The GI they exist inside of chips inside their bodies, which can be stored in their gun, their helmet, and their backpack, so that they can be later grown new bodies.
Dude, that is basically the same thing as Altered Carbon, is it not?
It is, except this came out in 2006.
I know, but he just took his stack out and put it in his gun.
Right.
It's pretty cool, actually.
It is pretty cool. I don't know why you're saying it like this is the game that got it from that.
No, I'm saying it like I'm looking at it the other way around. It seemed like such a unique idea when I saw it in Altered Carbon.
Yeah.
But this is the exact same idea.
I almost got that one guy with the...
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I like that the blind fire is useless.
No, the blind fire sends them to cover. So,
I guess I meant useless from a perspective.
because I'm using Gunnar, he is he's helping me aim. So that means it'll be an insta kill if I get the little skull and crossbones.
The little
And then,
explosive thing on the back. I don't know if that actually works because you can still puncture it without having to.
There it is.
Oh, I saw it. Yeah. Next shot will do it. Okay.
So the oxygen in his suit combines with the air on New Earth and becomes explosive. That's why that happens.
Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense. I was starting to wonder about that.
Yeah, I did a lot of reading on this when I was a kid because I used to read.
Really? That was the thing you did?
Yeah, lore of video games. See, like, this is such an awkward scene where the camera's like, oh, FOV! Whoa, no! Anyway,
So you have to rush down there and get his thing before he expires?
No, that's not,
Oh,
that's
he's-
not Bagman.
Oh.
Yeah, if they're not part of your squad, you don't give a fuck about them. You just let them die.
Yeah, I didn't know that GI's name, so I'm just not too concerned.
So they do a lot of these emplacement things that are there's no point to them. Like there's no gameplay to this.
It won't fight you back.
They're not fighting me. I have no time limit. I'm not saving anybody. They're just like cool visual things, and I can put this down immediately too before it comes down, which is pretty cool.
It's a cool visual, and it's also story building, right?
This I dislike. Well, maybe I did. Maybe it's okay. So they just like make you get damaged so that they can teach you how to use your health packs.
That is actually annoying.
Yeah. So do you see that how that thing just popped up in my face?
Yeah, that's what they used to do the whole time.
Yeah. So I can go. I wanted to keep them on just to show people, but you can go and turn that. What? Oh, HUD off.
Enable hands
Yeah,
off.
hands
there you
off.
go.
So now, oh, there's a difficulty option. So now that we shouldn't be interrupted in the future. Because
Well, we'll
I know how to
see.
play the game now, so.
I don't know how to play this game.
The big thing about this game, the thing that I really noticed when I first started playing, is how impactful bullets are on enemies. Like when you get a headshot, he just explodes. With there's like so much energy behind his Yeah. Anyway, that's like it's kind of hard to quite describe. It's like more of a feeling.
It's the same as in Bloodborne or Dark Souls. When you hit someone
Right.
with your axe, it feels like they get hit by it. They get staggered.
Yeah.
They have this reaction to it.
Also,
I also noticed when that one guy died to the fire,
Yeah.
they do that stiff board body when they die.
Did he?
Yeah,
That's
where he
funny.
just turns into a log and just falls over like a tree.
They added this, by the way. There was no aim like this in the original.
Oh yeah, that's right. You had to aim like this, and you can tap the shoot button to bring your gun up.
Yeah, but here's the issue though. The this aiming thing works so poorly on cover. Like it frequently just like Rogue blocks your view of like the spot you're shooting. Come here.
That was pretty awesome.
It's fucking yoked.
Just whapped him in the face.
Like see it's working here, but there's so many times where like you'll be aiming and his head is where your aimer is.
Really?
Yeah, like it was definitely a quick thing. Also, this game automatically reloads. There's no reload option, so you have
I
to
don't
stop.
like that.
I actually love it. It works really well for the balance because you have to make like a more of a strategic decision instead of reloading every 5 seconds like normal.
That's a
I
good
can also-
point. If you want to reload in the middle of a fight, you have to hold off.
Yeah,
It's a good point. There's a balancing act to that.
and there's the way that the character moves is also a huge thing that I noticed when I first played this game. So like he has this little like jaunt, and then when I click the shoot button, he doesn't shoot. He puts his gun up and takes a different stance and moves a little faster. And then
And that's from the OG game.
this is oh yeah, that's OG. Yeah, so you can jump to the side, but if you have your gun up and jump to the side, he does a crazy flip.
Interesting, but you also get delayed a little bit by doing that.
Yeah, sure.
Well, do it again. Do it again without your gun up. No, both times you had your gun up. There you go.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it
There's a
definitely
delay
slows
there,
you
so
down,
you got to
yeah.
think about that. Wow, maybe that's why this game has such a cult following, because it's really intricate, actually.
It's so good, and that's what the developers said. Is like they were being interviewed as to why they're remaking this, and they said the gameplay is just solid. We just feel like we didn't do what we wanted to do with the graphics.
Well, also with the time and the technology, they just didn't have the same options.
The sensitivity is ridiculously low as a default. I don't know why. See, like, oh, no. I don't need to. I shouldn't be looking for like
Examples to show me.
because they'll just happen.
Exactly.
It won't even be an option because so the game was designed like this. Like this aim was not available in the original game, so they want you to play like this. I guess they just felt like this generation might appreciate a zoom, and I mean it's all right. It doesn't really. I
The
wouldn't
game's
say
not designed around it.
well, it's not designed around it, so I don't think that it would actually. I don't think it like negatively affects it. I don't think it makes it easier or harder. I think it's just kind of a preference. Because the aiming is kind of like jerky, you're almost better to not use it. So.
It's good at least for people who did want it. For
Yeah.
people who had sort of wished it was something in the first game.
This is Bagman. He can blow the door with a micromine.
It is weird not being able to salvage people because we haven't added Bagman to the group.
I've been playing this game for the last couple of days, and I've been trying. Like, you see how that guy just flew to the ground, like Family Guy style?
Family Guy style. That's my
like-
favorite type of ragdoll.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's full comedy ragdoll.
Also, there used to be a what's it called button? A cover button, and there no longer is. It's auto,
Ooh.
which can be terrible. And what?
Yeah, I don't understand that one.
Also, it kind of bugs me that the aim. Like,
Come on, then.
this is how you know that they didn't design the aim. Like they kind of just threw it in because it would bring your character out of cover when you used it if that was.
That's so true. When
Right.
you used to aim, he would pop over the cover.
No. What I mean is no, it didn't. Like so in the original game, the only way to shoot people is to also bring your character up. You can't aim ahead.
Right, there's no aimer at all.
What I mean is, if they had redesigned this element and it wasn't like just kind of thrown in, then he would actually just aim while you're doing this to balance
Yeah.
the precision over
Which would make
vulnerability.
way more sense.
Yeah.
That is a good point. That has definitely fundamentally changed.
There's also no sprint in this game.
Yeah,
Cool.
just tapping the gun button, that's your only option. He just asked who goes there after you shot him in the neck.
There's been times.
Yeah, that. You saw that
I
time.
did. There's been times where I have shot a dude and his friend goes, "Who's there?"
Who's there? What a great question, Nort.
This is a pretty sick scene. I don't know why they're taking cover on the reverse because the enemy is that way, but whatever. Like Bagman, like
Uppercut.
Gunnar got shot in the back, but Bagman gets ripped apart by
Oh.
a drill. And then Rogue just
Yeah, and gets avenged heavily.
pulls a sick move.
Wow, he's really lucky that Dor decided not to go the direction he was going.
That's
I don't
that's
really
a
understand
classic
how he
trope.
got out from underneath.
Anyway,
that
we need to watch
drill.
those.
Just saying, Bagman, you'd be a little more,
Oh, we're not
ripped up.
timing this.
Oh, no, we're not. We will go by the
All right, restart
recording.
the episode.
It's over.
So I want to not really apologize. I just want to like identify. I've been saying that I'm tired in like every session that we've had since I've changed jobs, and so I'm just gonna stop that because I don't think that's a good excuse.
It's just part of your life now.
Well, it's
being
also
tired.
just gonna happen every day. It's also a very annoying thing to hear every time you watch somebody just be like, "I
Excuses.
yeah, oh I'm tired. Oh I'm tired." It's like plenty of people who are tired all the time.
You have to get the micromine
I have to
upgrade.
make the mic. I forgot about this. I did this like 3 days ago, and I forgot about this.
There
Mostly
we
because
go.
tutorials like that are dumb, and
They're stupid.
stupid, and they're dumb.
And they're dumb.
See, I have never fallen down here until like 3 days ago. I have played this game 6 or 7 times, and I've
Oh,
never.
this is legitimately just there
yeah,
for that?
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
that's
it's
funny.
like you have to jump across it.
It's so
There's no other way
easy.
across it. Yeah.
Oh, that was an interesting transition.
This is a pretty rough transition. How the fuck does this guy not see? Oh, he does, but he doesn't shoot at me. Yeah, but okay, so
You
he
get
shoots at
somebody
me,
else to do
But then
it.
he goes away, and they're like, "Oh, we need to go down," which is an opportunity for you to use the micromines.
Wait, why did that guy stop shooting at you?
Exactly. It's to come down.
That's so dumb. That was pretty
So,
epic, though.
There's a quick example of the game kind of being like certain element of the graphics. Maybe they knew they were doing this, but the explosion smoke is not blended with the atmosphere in the game. So it like pops out, and it kind of adds a charm to it that the original game had, which is hopefully what they meant to do.
I think they meant to do it because it does give it a lot more punch value.
So I can put a silencer on this gun, and it's a nice balance too, because it reduces damage, it makes it harder to detect me, and it adds it to my sniper rifle. So like,
You know they can see you when you're in the scope, right?
no, they can't. They can't shoot at me. It's so. I was actually just about to mention that it's so overpowered.
They changed that because in the OG I thought you had to pop out because when you came out of the sniper scope, your character would be standing.
So like okay, so he sees me, but he can't hit me. Because I can just sit here and just pew, pew.
I don't know, man. I have this feeling you're exposed for that, but there's no way to know
I mean,
because you can't see your character.
they can shoot you through cover sometimes. I don't think it was intended, actually. I think
Yeah, it
it's a
seems
bug.
real balanced.
Well, I kind of like it. Like when they're close, I guess they would have access. Like they would be able to see you the closer they get, right?
Well, yeah, they still wouldn't be able to shoot you through cover though. You just mean while you're on cover?
Yeah. They're like shooting my little heads poking out.
That's always weird though in games because if in reality, if you felt like there was a chance that a bullet was gonna skim over the top of your cover and hit you in the head, you'd probably kneel a little lower.
I suppose.
But in the game, you don't get a choice. You have to just keep your dumbass head exposed.
Yeah, you
'Cause
also don't get a choice as to whether your annoying teammates come along with you for the ride.
And I also like how everyone else got rid of their helmet, but Rogue had to keep his because he
Yeah.
knew he might have to put a third stack inside of his equipment.
That's so selfish of the other guys. They're like, fuck it, man. Rogue's not gonna die. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly. If any of you guys die, you're not going to my fucking helmet.
See this?
I did see that, yes. Grenade!
I love it when you forget to take your silencer off and you just blind fire with a suppressed assault rifle.
It's actually useless blind firing. As far as killing
it's
people
only
goes.
useless if they plan on coming at you. Hi.
Oh! That's quite the love story.
It looks like I'm kissing his face. And oh, look at this! Look what they added.
Whoa.
Yeah.
They used to disappear immediately.
They used to just fade.
Yeah, that's actually really kind of ominous, the way they just vanish slowly.
I should mention them. I don't think just Rebellion worked on this to redo it. I'm pretty sure a company called TikTok or something like that.
Takes a lot of people
Credits
to
are
do.
important. So
Takes a lot of people to do something like this.
they may have actually also rebalanced out salvage points, because I remember the game being too easy to get salvage. And so I challenged myself on my other playthrough, and I planned on doing the same with this playthrough. Only to find that I was like, oh, fucking 14 grand behind.
Oh.
Because like out of nowhere, like near the end of the game, they just like give you everything.
So what was the challenge that you issued to yourself?
It wasn't. I couldn't salvage anyone who I killed with like a standard thing. So like the only people I could salvage were like big enemies, stealth killed enemies.
Enemies you killed with grenades.
Single shot kills, like perfect single shot kills.
Headshots and stuff.
And eventually I just like looked at all my upgrades and I was like, oh shit. I should have been doing this the whole time.
That is really tough when the scalability's not there at the end, so it just kind of blows up to these crazy proportions.
Yeah.
It sort of reminds me of... Well, I guess it doesn't really remind me of it, but you remember playing the... whatever Assassin's Creed it was set in Italy, I think the second one,
Yeah.
where you just earn all this money and have nothing to do with it. Whereas this game is the opposite, where you can earn lots and lots of money and think you don't need any of it.
Yeah.
Stop collecting it, and then all of a sudden you need it all.
That's happened to me in so many games where it's just like, oh, you can't, like, they couldn't have just come up with like a currency or two where it's like, oh, you buy this guy's stuff in like red shells and that guy's stuff in blue ocarinas, and so you just like, when you find that shit, you're like, I don't know what this is for, and then suddenly you just find some dude who's selling shit for like 20 of these things.
And you should have been collecting them all along.
Yeah, and it's because it's just like a confusing system of unnecessary currencies.
Well, and Jack and Daxter was worse. Not
Was it?
really telling us that we needed to be collecting a certain amount of power cells. So that we
Oh,
spent the
right.
last probably hour worth of playing just going around trying to collect the required 100.
So there's these these cinematics for stealth kills. It's so cool.
And they stop the whole battlefield. It's great.
Oh yeah, you stare dudes down while you stab their friends in the back.
It's like in Batman when you go to do one of those executions and no one else is moving just because you're so fast as lightning.
So like I think this is a good tutorial level because it's long and it feels important to the story and it does a lot of really cool stuff.
It's also the location where you meet your whole team.
Well, you have your whole team already.
Well, you do, but they're not accessible to you.
I would say it's more like a consolidation of the team down to one person.
Consolidation, that's one way to put it. From 4 team members to 1 crew.
Or you could pull that Robert Baratheon line where he's like, "Which one's bigger, 5 or 1?" And she's like, 1. And he puts up a fist, 1. And he puts up like individual fingernail or individual fingers. He's like, 5. And it's like, 1 army united under the.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good impersonation of him.
Thank you. You know who I can also do a really good impersonation of?
Who's that?
The Trader General from this game.
I don't know that character that well.
The GI.
I'm gonna have to trust you until we actually see a cinematic.
Oh, I'm like really zoned out. Not zoned out. I'm in the zone actually, so I can't remember if I've already done one of these cinematics.
I think I want. Oh, you
Like
mean
the
as far
pillbox
as skipping
ones.
them?
I mean, like how you can't skip those, unfortunately.
Oh,
But I hadn't remembered if pillboxes had been in the video yet.
oh yeah, definitely. Can you do that one Robert Baratheon line where he talks about the first guy he killed? Probably my favorite speech he gives.
God, I was strong back then.
He was a stupid boy.
He could have been on the edge where the smart boys were. Oh, but no.
And I caved in his breastplate with my hammer.
God, I was strong. Man, I just watched 6 seasons of Game of Thrones in the last month.
Oh, you're
it was
done, eh?
Basically the only show that I watched, yeah. I'm gonna take a little break before season 7. It was weird though. I enjoyed it the whole way through, and wasn't at all disappointed. When I finished it, it was like a genuine satisfaction of finishing the entire 6 seasons. It was like there was no like, oh no, I gotta like save these episodes or something. I just finished it and I was happy and it was cool. It was like the only time it's ever happened to me.
It's
Like a
such a
perfect balance.
phenomenal 6 seasons.
Well, I think part of what's so good about the show is that it's not lightning in a bottle, as they would say. It's just a well-written show made by passionate people based on a well-written book written by a passionate person. So I'm really excited about have you heard about the prequel seasons they're doing?
No.
Yeah.
Coming out when?
After they finish the 8th full season.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the 8th full season is going to come out in 2019, and then they plan to make prequels.
Yeah.
Dude,
we're gonna see. I'm hoping that they'll start with the Mad King Rebellion.
Oh, I hope they start earlier than that.
Well, when?
I hope they start with Aegon the Conqueror.
That could be a long time. I think that's like a less demanded story.
It is a less demanded story, but don't you think it would be more interesting? In some
I
ways?
I think the rebellion would be so cool if they got the actor who plays Ned Stark in that like flashback
To play
and then they got like a sick actor to play Rob Baratheon, who, from our descriptions, is like an amazing warrior with a giant stag helmet. I think the whole thing would be so cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who would play him really well.
Well, I think part of what I love about Game of Thrones is that they make actors. Like, actors don't... Actors, yeah.
It's a good point. On Game of Thrones, they don't usually need big actors.
The biggest actor that I noticed, other than... Well, I mean, the guy who plays Robert Baratheon was fairly famous, but not really at the time.
Yeah, he had faded. His popularity
That's a
had
mean
faded.
way to say it. I'm gonna sit you in a box.
What is a less mean way to say it?
I was just gonna say he wasn't as famous and just leave it at that. You had to go with relevance.
Well,
Objection, Your Honor.
I was trying to give him some credit for having been
the
hugely famous at one
the
point.
plaintiff Robert Baratheon actor.
Because he was really big when he was Fred Flintstone.
Was he?
Yeah. He was Fred Flintstone, bro.
I think in some cases he was infamous, though.
I guess it's kind of the same thing in Hollywood sometimes, is it not?
I'm gonna die.
That was a good jump, though.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Wait,
just
I'm
stay
waiting for this
here.
Piece of shit.
I would just love to see a young Robert Baratheon with his stag helmet and his hammer just mashing people on the battlefield.
Like that.
Yeah, kind of like that, but with a little more finesse. And the battle between him and Rhaegar would be pretty wild.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we would hear some about what Bloodraven is doing. Bloodraven being the three-eyed crow.
Oh, yeah.
The one who succeeds, or not succeeds, precedes Bran. There'd be a lot of cool shit they could do with that. I would be really excited to... I'd be really excited to hopefully move back to an era where the seasons aren't as rushed. Because Season 7 was really rushed, and I'm worried that Season 8 is going to be equally rushed.
That could be why, though. Like, Season 8 might be really good. Yeah.
Because they took so long to do it?
Yeah.
See,
Like,
I hope
they
you're
may
right.
have said, like, we need to push Season 7 out because of how much time 8 will take.
I still don't really consider that a valid reason.
Oh, I don't think it's a valid reason at all.
You're just thinking that might have been the reason.
Yeah, that happened with Siege, except it wasn't so obvious. So there was this point where it's like normally every 3 months is a new update. Well, there was this point where like it got to like 3 months, and they're like, we're not releasing anything. We don't have any stuff. So we're gonna do Operation Health, and we're gonna improve the game. To which every YouTuber was like, are you telling me you're gonna do things you should be doing anyway and call it a packaged item that we should thank you for? And then we found out like a year later that it was most likely, I mean, this isn't confirmed, but this is like a friend of mine's theory. There was this like zombie game mode that they put out for a single month. It was a single month co-op game that had so much attention to detail that people are thinking that's probably what Operation Health was. They were making that.
So what is it, sorry?
It's just like co-op zombie game mode in Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, man.
And it was a limited time thing. It was a month long, and you can't play it anymore. So they took I wouldn't say they took 6 months off, but they took a 3-month gap out of the regular scheduled content to create something to sell battle packs.
Oh, God, that sounds brutal. Well, and there's Seasons Pass holders who are paying for that content, right?
Although the operators, they did get all the operators, just not in time.
They ultimately released them, yeah, the ones
Yes.
that were owed.
Because I think they had to. Those are promised in the Seasons Pass.
We'll get you out. Hang in there.
Oh yeah. Also, the only real big downside to this version of the game is that his voice is so unsynced.
Oh, yeah, that didn't look good at all.
Like, whew.
So that's definitely why his name is Rogue, because he just went rogue on Millicom.
Oh,
Because Millicom told him to go elsewhere, but instead they're going after Helm.
right.
So it's stupid how all of their names were sort of pre-selected for them. It just makes it really makes no sense.
Okay, actually, I think it's actually a pretty good idea. So Bagman is a specialist with his backpack, right? Helm is a hacking specialist, and Gunnar has like a sick gun. So, or he's good with guns. I don't fucking know. I think that squads were made like that, with the 3 intended, and then Rogue is the guy that fits in the spot. So like if Helm didn't die, Rogue goes in Helm's helmet.
Oh, okay.
If Bagman didn't die, then Rogue would go in Bagman's spot, right?
Oh. I kind of see what you mean.
So they made 3 specialists with 3 spots with the
And one carrier.
Because you wouldn't want to give a squad spots for people that aren't part of their squad. It just wouldn't be an efficient way to make a...
Yeah, you wouldn't want to put 2 bagmen and 2 gunners.
Right.
And then one guy sitting in the helmet doing nothing because he doesn't know how to hack shit. Could happen.
Oh. All right. Well, thank you for joining us in episode 1 of Redux.
Yes, next time we will find out what else has been reduxed. It's like that water sound.
We're still here. We haven't left the episode yet. Sorry, I forgot about this. Whoa! Whoa! Why can't you jump that far in the game?
Yeah. Why didn't he try a tuck roll jump?
That's rough.
Dealy.
All right, see you people.